Shiveree River, that river that runs down to the sea. I'm gonna drown my troubles, they'll be just a bubble to indicate what used to be me. Well, I made my will, I wrote some notes. I'm gonna keep on walking till my straw hat floats. I'm ready for that river, that Shiveree River. So get that river ready for me. Take it, boy. That river, that Shiveree River, that river that runs down to the sea. I'm gonna drown my troubles, they'll be just a bubble to indicate what used to be me. Well, I made my will, I wrote some notes. I'm gonna keep on walking till my straw hat floats. I'm ready for that river, that Shiveree River. So get that river ready for me. For me, I said, get that river ready for me. Oh, that muddy water's got me. I have a plan for the audience.
Actually, we can sit with you. We can all stay up. Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, C.W. Bounce.
That's right. Time to have an instrumental here from our hammer dulcimer player called C.W. Bounce. Now, I don't really know anything about it, so I'll have to make up an introduction. I always figured it had something to do with C.W. Handy, since I don't know anybody else with those initials. So we'll make believe for right now that it does.
It's W.C.
Ah, well, maybe it isn't the about Mr. Handy.
C.W.
W.C.
Oops.
Okay.
Hey, Jerry, country western.
Does anyone have some new eardrums for Brent?
Country Western, Mike suggests. Country Western Bounce. No.
Well,
Anyway, let's see if we can kick this off.
The guy who wrote it was Wes Chappell, and I think what he did was reverse his initials.
Ah, okay.
It's played by no strings attached.
Wes Chappell Handy, huh? Okay, I'll buy that.
Okay.
Got that, Brent?
Featuring Ethan Unger on the vibra slap there. Okay. A carefully tuned instrument, you can tell. Okay, we're going to get John up here, John Steucek up here to do a tune from, you learned from the Critton Hollow String Band. You're going to be from here, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Critton Hollow was the group, if I recall, that came here many years ago, probably about 20 years ago. They showed up, you know, coming out of their little van or whatever they had, and they had twins that were born the week before.
In the van?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to babysit them. I didn't get to see the band, so I remember that too.
I mean, brand newborn twins. Well, we had to go on tour, you know.
Oh, jeez. So I missed the band.
They're probably all playing fiddles or something or other.
What we do instrumental. Okay. Everybody, notes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
South there is a town where they shake their heads and frown, and people come from miles around when the band begins to play. They all up and dance Georgia born when the trumpet man starts to blow his horn. Won't get home until the early morning, just dance the night away. Oh, it's the place where the rippling waters flow, curling over muddy banks to the Gulf of Mexico. Is it the Chattanooga?
No, it's not.
Is it the Tuscaloosa?
No, it's not.
Is it the Bogalusa?
No, it's not.
Then tell me where it is. Shining in the sky, it's your lucky day. Sweet, sweet music in the air, chasing all your blues away. Is it the Atlanta?
No, it's not.
Is it in Atlanta?
No, it's not.
Down Georgiana?
No, it's not.
Then tell me where it is. Is it in Alabama?
No, it's not.
In Louisiana?
Getting hot.
In New Orleans?
Yeah, that's the spot.
I know just where it is. Oh, it's the place where the rippling waters flow, curling over muddy banks to the Gulf of Mexico. In deepest South, there is a town where they shake their heads and frown, and people come from miles around when the band begins to play. Thank you.
Okay, you met these three ladies in the first set. They're going to come back and do another little song for you. Why don't we use these three mics here? I'll lower this one to match. Okay. And this is another song they learned from the singing of the group Trillium. One of the two songs is from the 20s, we understand, but we're not sure which, so we'll let them take it.
This one, I think, is 1929. That's what I've heard. And Michael Cooney, if anybody's familiar with Michael Cooney, I know at least one person out there knows Michael Cooney. He was apparently collected this song or heard it on an old recording. And there were three different parts, but apparently he was the first one that actually put all three parts together simultaneously, from what I hear.
And all at the same time, too.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
So we're going to recreate that for you today.
Oh, you railway station, oh, you Pullman train. I'm going, here's my reservation for my destination, far beyond the western plain, to see my home in Pasadena, home where the grass is greener, where honeybees hum melodies and orange trees scent the breeze. I wanna be a home sweet homer. There I'll settle down beneath the palms in someone's arms in Pasadena town, to see my home. To be a celebration waiting for me at the station in Pasadena town. In Pasadena town, I always want to be a rover. Now it's time to think it over. I want to settle down. I want to settle down where busy little bumblebees hum melodies, syncopated melodies, and orange trees, and the trees are swaying while the birds are softly singing in the breeze. I wanna be a happy home sweet homer, never wanna be sweet home in Pasadena town. In Pasadena town, never wanna worry of the city's busy hurry, never even when the sun goes down. Beneath the ever-loving honeymoon palms, fascinating, captivating arms. Pasadena town, to see my home. Soon I'll be on my merry way to that dreamland of yesterday. Hail, when I'm gone to stay, my California to be, where honeybee, a melody, and orange trees, they send the breeze, sweet memories. I wanna settle down in this happy town, where the mountains are all around, friendly people there can be found, so fine at my door, beneath the palms, in somebody's arms, in Pasadena town, to see my home. Soon I'll be a celebration waiting for me at the station in Pasadena town. In Pasadena town, I always want to be over. Now it's time to think it over. I want to settle down. I want to settle down where honeybees, little bumblebees, a melody, syncopated melodies, and orange trees, and the trees are swaying while the birds are softly singing in the breeze. I wanna be a happy home sweet homer, never wanna be a rover. Where Pasadena town, in Pasadena town, never wanna worry of the city's busy hurry, never even when the sun goes down. Beneath the ever-loving honeymoon palms, fascinating, captivating arms. Pasadena town. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see if Ethan can change the tempo a little bit here. Pick it up, give us some raucous bluegrass music here. Song that he learned from Standing Ground. They didn't write it, but it's one of the bands that he plays with, and we'll let Ethan introduce it here.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry. I always think it's kind of a compliment. Jerry always overestimates my height on the myth.
He never does mine.
At least he doesn't exaggerate my width, I don't know. So, anyways. Play Magic Thumbs, here we go. Prayer to the Angels, and we're off.
when you go walking after midnight over on the wrong side of town. Walk down any street, many lost souls you'll meet, whose lives are broken like mine. You'll meet souls wandering out in darkness, whose fates in life they'll never find. Wandering so hopeless and so aimlessly, whose lives are broken like mine. When you go walking after midnight over on the wrong side of town, walk down any street with lost souls you'll meet, whose lives are broken like mine. Thank God you've got a home to go to, woman's arms to keep you warm, while you won't find the stars in the honky-tonks and bars. Go home to your woman's loving arms. Will you go walking after midnight on the wrong side of town? Walk down any street, many lost souls you'll meet, whose lives are broken like mine. When you go walking after midnight or on the wrong side of town, walk down any street, many lost souls you'll meet, whose lives are broken like mine.
David's back.
Bring it up more.
Playing from either one. Okay, we'll let Dave Shortell teach you all about this song that he learned from a tape that Terri gave him. And turns out it was a song written by Jez Lowe. And I had heard of Jez Lowe and the Bad Pennies, so the rest of us get to be the Bad Pennies. Here we go, Dave.
All right. I can't see it. I'm not that tall.
And what's the name of the song? Old Bones.
I got an old brain. I have old eyes.
Hey, once it's over,
I still
let's
can't see
represent
this
that
thing.
remark.
But you look marvelous.
I stopped wearing a watch a while ago because without my glasses I can't see it.
And
My husband's suggestion was I wear it on my ankle. Then I'd probably fall down.
That wasn't funny.
But speaking of aging, this song is called Old Bones.
He said, never take advice when it comes for free, 'cause you can have all the riches of the golden kind, but without the riches of your peace of mind. He said, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you'll see. And as the old man sit and curse time, sipping sand, they sit and they curse the time upon my hands. And the north wind blows like the sun of the sea, the sun that it carries comes quite plain to me. It says, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you'll see. Now there's some folks making remarks, and me faddles and frown, and says the only way that you can get up is when they turn you down. Now everybody gives me the same advice. They say go sign up for the soldier's life, or you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you'll see. So I went to the army like everybody told me to do. They told me to do. They said they love to make a soldier out of you. But before I put my name down on the line, me father's words came to me on time. He said, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you'll see. I said, your guns and your drums are not for the likes of me, the likes of me. For me future it might look bleaker than they can be. 'Cause you talk of many owing much to few, when all that I wanted was a job to do. He said, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you'll see. So you people in power and position, I tell you beware, I tell you beware of your facts and your figures that tell you what went where. 'Cause your facts and your fingers are the likes of me, and don't try and tell me how me life should be, or you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you'll see. Again now. You won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you won't make old bones, you'll see. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to be very candid with you at this point. We're going to get Mike up here to do a final song. And based on the size of the group, I decided all by myself, instead of taking 10 minutes for us to all get off of stage and then all come back on to do an encore, we're going to take about 5 seconds after you finish clapping and kind of turn sideways and then turn back and come back and do an encore. Okay, and so...
Because we just know we're going to get one.
Just to be expeditious, because we want an encore, because we...
Are you sure, Jerry?
And,
are you positive, Jerry?
Yes. And I'm very humble about this. Okay, so we're going to get Mike up here to kick this off with Hey Boys.
Somehow only Jerry Jays can say that, and actually it is humble, you know? Okay. When I was a young boy living on the Merrimack, walking in the river when the water ran clean, waiting for a day I could find me a Cadillac and do a lot of things that I never had seen. Went to the city and I got a little older and I got a little farther and I learned good sense. Went back home and I married me a woman, had a cornland bottom and a barbed wire fence. Hey boys, think I'm getting old, sitting by the fire while the weather gets cold, don't care. Down around the farm, and another little drink won't do us any harm. Hard times, made a little moonshine, never done that in my life before. Kept up with the news in the wintertime, sitting on a barrel in a country store. Hey boys, think I'm getting old, sitting by the fire while the weather gets cold, don't care. Down around the farm, and another little drink won't do us any harm. Rear back, talk about politics, fight about religion, and worry about war. Mom's there, sitting by the fireplace, pour a little cider when your throat gets sore. Hey boys, think I'm getting old, sitting by the fire while the weather gets cold, don't care. Down around the farm, and another little taste won't do us any harm. Thank you. I think that means we have an encore.
Thank you. What a crowd. Stay your seat.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, we're easy. Here we go. Thank you.
We'll leave if you want us to.
Thank you.
We're going to get...
What a surprise. Oh, my goodness.
You speak French. Oh, good. All the chorus in the last song is in French. No, it isn't, actually. We're going to get Marge Nichols up here to do a song that Bach, Trickett, and Muir popularized. I don't know where it's from. Do you know any more about that?
Down the island.
Somewhere down the island. So make believe you're down in the Virgin Islands, where Nancy and I and Tom and Marsha will be at the end of this month for a week.
Hey, can we come
Except
through?
we're hoping the boat doesn't sink. Okay, here we go.
We hope so too, Jerry.
I don't know. I thought that was Long Island. Maybe Rhode Island. Rhode Island? Oh, it was 1929.
Run, come see.
I remember that day pretty well. It was
1929. Run, come see Jerusalem.
They were talking about a storm in the islands.
Run, come see.
My Lord, what a beautiful morning. They were talking about a storm in the islands.
Run, come see Jerusalem.
There were 3 sails leaving out the harbor.
Run, come see.
With mamas and children on board.
3 sails leaving out the harbor. Run, come see Jerusalem.
They were the Ethel and the Myrtle and Pretoria.
Run, come see.
They were out on the perilous ocean.
The Ethel and the Myrtle and Pretoria. Run, come see Jerusalem.
Now the Ethel was bound for Fresh Creek.
Run, come see.
With mamas and children on board.
The Ethel was bound for Fresh Creek. Run, come see Jerusalem.
And the Myrtle was bound for Staniel Cay.
Run, come see.
She was out on the perilous ocean.
The Myrtle was bound for Staniel Cay. Run, come see Jerusalem.
And Pretoria was out on the ocean.
Run, come see.
Knocking down on her beam in the sea.
Pretoria was out on the ocean. Run, come see Jerusalem.
Now a big sea come out of the northwest.
Run, come see.
And the mamas come grabbing for the children.
A big sea come out of the northwest. Run, come see Jerusalem.
And the first sea hit the Pretoria.
Run, come see.
And the children come grabbing for their mamas.
The first sea hit the Pretoria. Run, come see Jerusalem.
And the sailors go downward for the bottom.
Run, come see.
And the captain comes grabbing for the tiller.
The sailors go downward for the bottom. Run, come see Jerusalem.
Now George Brown, he was the captain.
Run, come see.
He shouts, my children, come pray.
George Brown, he was the captain. Run, come see Jerusalem.
He says, come now, witness your judgment.
Run, come see.
And the women all crying for the Daniel God.
Come now, witness your judgment. Run, come see Jerusalem.
Now there were 33 souls on the water.
Run, come see.
My Lord, what a beautiful morning. There were 33 souls on the water.
Run, come see Jerusalem.
Oh, it was 1929.